another episode of Project Talk, PropTiger's initiative to connect home buyers to the experts in the industry from the comfort of their homes. I'm Sneha Sharon, and today we're going to talk about Shapoorji Pallonji's Joyville in Gurgaon. I'm joined by Mr. Amit Singh, Channel Sales Head at Shapoorji. Welcome. Mr. Atif Khanna, Manager, Channel Sales at Shapoorji. Welcome.
Hi.
And Mr. Sunny Gupta, Regional Head at PropTiger. Warm welcome to all our panelists. Now, Shapoorji Pallonji is a tall name in the real estate circle, known for its cutting-edge design innovation, construction quality, and architectural excellence. PropTiger is India's largest real estate advisory firm with over 25,000 happy customers, providing end-to-end assistance at zero brokerage. Now, without any delay, I request my panelists to go ahead with a brief introduction about the company they're representing, starting with you, Mr. Singh.
Thank you, Sneha. I am Amit Singh and I take care of Channel Sales Gurgaon. Basically, if you talk about Shapoorji Pallonji, this company or this group has legacy of more than 150 years. This is one of the most oldest conglomerate existing in India. And I can say that I am very proudly associated with this company. And this is, I would say, the trust factor which is there in the market related to this company is very high. And yes, the value of the company is so quality is quality, promise is a promise, on time means on time, and commitment is commitment. So we honor this value. We have always been honoring this value. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Gupta.
Everybody is aware PropTiger is a real estate consulting company, as Sneha has already mentioned, and we have been in operation since 2011. We have been serving our customers and helping them buy their dream homes, and it's been more than 25,000 customers that we have served till now. And we have offices in all the metro cities of India. That's about PropTiger.
Thank you, Mr. Gupta. So what is in Gurgaon Sector 102 that makes it a promising investment destination, and what does Joyville have for its home buyers? Here's a quick look through a video.
With a phenomenal growth in per capita income, home to nearly 500 MNCs, of which more than 250 are Fortune 500 companies, blessed with unparalleled social infrastructure and connectivity, Gurugram is truly the Millennium City. With its proximity to Delhi, it not only benefits from its commercial standings, but leverages its political mileage as well. The increase in commercial activities paired with various infrastructure upgrades has helped Gurugram real estate to thrive. Primarily being the favored destination for mid and upper ticket size housing units, the presence of corporate offices has given an added boost to this factor. With this, the demand for housing is not just sustainable, but is also increasing. Sector 102 in Gurgaon boasts of high-rise commercial and residential buildings, a rapid metro transport system, and the most talked about roadway, the Dwarka Expressway. The Gurgaon railway station is at a mere 6.5 kilometers away, and all schools, hospitals, and entertainment centers are located within 15-kilometer radius of Sector 102. Owing to its stellar connectivity, the locality has witnessed over 2,500 new unit launches in 2019 itself, and has witnessed a steady demand over the past 2 years. Sector 102 has quite a few benchmark projects launched by renowned developers and has witnessed a tremendous demand in the past few years. One such premier developer is Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate. Shapoorji Pallonji has an accurate vision of what exactly comprises a life of luxury. At the controls of realizing this vision are their best architects. Their best knowledge and the implementation expertise blend in flawlessly to create the astonishing Joyville Sector 102 Gurgaon series in the different cities of India and now in Gurgaon. Gurgaon's cosmopolitan makeup complements the modern Joyville complex. complete with state-of-the-art amenities. An ideal confluence of evolved best structural design and modern engineering, Joyville Gurgaon by Shapurji Pallonji is a standard for the modern design and construction. With the overwhelming beauty of the surrounding and green landscape inside the development, this high-rise towers project has been designed keeping your every small and big requirement in mind, with the intention that you get a contemporary lifestyle balanced by a peaceful, energizing living ambience. Come home to Joyville Gurgaon, an unprecedented residential complex that offers homes with an alluring lifestyle and celebrates every day like never before.
Thank you for that. Mr. Singh, let's pick up the questions now. My first question is for you. In the real estate space, Shapurji Pallonji has maintained its position for years now. What, in your opinion, is that one thing that the firm never compromises upon?
Like I've shared earlier as well, our legacy is of more than 150 years, and we have been constructing marquee developments across India and internationally, like Cyber City in Gurgaon, Barakhamba Metro Station, Presidential Seat Ghana, etc. We have always delivered to our promises, and we believe in our value system. That is, again, quality means quality, on time means on time, promise is a promise, commitment is a commitment. We construct developments, those are built to last and have become benchmark.
Thank you. Mr. Gupta, now with COVID-19 around, what do you think is the fate of luxury homes?
Well, this is one question which has been on everybody's mind. To me, I would say this is something which is very debatable, although there have been reports that the luxury housing might see a dip of about 3 to 5%, varying from different micro markets. We need to keep in mind there are certain variables which define the pricing of a real estate project. If we go by the numbers, point number one is that the home loan rates are at an all-time low right now, with SBI offering home loans at about 7.15%. This is making the home purchase a very easy thing for a home buyer right now. Secondly, rupee has been falling against the dollar. So there is a surge in interest from the NRI markets, and this will definitely show a much larger interest towards branded developers compared to a lesser renowned name. So thirdly is that RBI has reduced the reverse repo rates by 25 basis points, which basically means in a layman's term is that the banks are being encouraged to lend more. Fourthly, there is a lot of volatility in the stock market right now, and real estate is slowly becoming again one of the preferred choice of investment for people to keep their investments in a stable portfolio. So if you keep all these aspects in mind, I do not see any correction happening in the short term or in the long run. That's my reading of the situation.
Thank you. Mr. Khanna, coming to you, tell us something about the USP of Joyville.
Thanks, Neha. First of all, I'll take this opportunity to thank each and every one of the viewers who have probably spared some time out of their office routines and probably their busy work from home schedules. So we promise that we'll keep the session short and crisp, and we'll request all the viewers here to probably get in touch with the PropTiger RMs after the session for detailed insights of the project. Trying to answer your question here, Sneha, I'll reverse the question. I'll not quote it the USPs while investing with Shapurji. I'll keep it like this: the satisfaction points while dealing with Shapurji Pallonji here. First of all, as Mr. Singh rightly mentioned, Shapurji Pallonji has been in and around for last 155 odd years. So we have been developing lifestyle spaces and developing benchmarks all across the globe. We are present in the Middle East. We are present all across USA. Besides this, we have done tremendous developments all across the country as well. So there are many ambitious projects which Shapurji Pallonji has taken within the country at the same time. If you talk of Delhi, the Barakhamba Underground Metro Station, Pragati Maidan redevelopment, Greater Noida Formula 1 racetrack, DLF Cyber City, above all the biggest hub of NCR, has been constructed by Shapurji Palanji. And second satisfaction point over here would be the platform we are talking of, the Joyville. So Joyville is the name of our project, and I'll say it like this: that Joyville is a platform which is crafted between Shapurji Palanji, World Bank, Asian Development Bank, and the Actis organizations. So these four companies have joined hands to create and promote luxury segment housing throughout the country. So Joyville already has few projects and running. We have already touched upon few metro cities like Kolkata. We have a project and running. Mumbai, we have a project and running, which is going to be delivered within this year. Then Hinjewadi, we have recently come up almost 2 years back in the same flagship, and Joyville Gurugram is the latest addition to the family. So Joyville is, again, as I mentioned, is a cash-rich platform where the person who's putting in his money will never be skeptical of the developments, whether it is in safe and or not. Lastly, the point to be quoted here is, as I mentioned, the construction we are doing in Gurgaon is going to be done by Shapurji Palanji Engineering and Construction Company. That is India's #1 construction company as of today. So this company is going to take charge of all the customers while designing their homes. So all these points put together, I'll keep it in a manner that these are the assurance points for the people coming in. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Khanna. Mr. Singh, coming to you, how do you address the grievances of home buyers, if any? Is there a dedicated cell that takes care of it? What is the process like?
Yes, we have definitely a dedicated team working round the clock, providing solution to providing best of the customer services and resolving the customer issues. In fact, our CRN team shares monthly construction updates with all our customers. We recently have also launched one app for our customers where every customer stays connected with us on digital platform.
That's really nice. Mr. Khanna, coming to you, this is an under construction project now. How does it have the upper hand over ready to move projects, especially in a scenario like this?
See, first of all, a ready to move in, I won't see a viable comparison between the two, because a ready to move in is generally preferred by people who have a handsome amount of money within their kitty. So probably one who has sold off his property somewhere else would have decent money to bank it again. And looking into the current scenario, most of the people who probably have been investing in and around on Dwarka Expressway, as well as Shapurji Palanji, these are the people who probably have been putting their money for the first time in their life and making a dream home out of it. So for such people, the EMIs, hefty EMIs will be a challenge if at all they go for a ready to move in option, because the entire money goes in one shot today. Secondly, looking into this scenario, developers are open in the market, probably trying to offer best of the propositions to the people. So a customer can always accordingly structure out a deal for themselves and probably make the maximum out of it. And they can always go for time deferred plans where the minimum investment is locked in now and the possession comes in at the later stage. So it drastically saves the interest cost factor for the customer on his money. Thirdly, if we talk of Dwarka Expressway as a development, even I personally see that this area still needs probably 2 to 3 years for the things to be in a better shape. So probably investing in an under construction project with some money today and giving that horizon, that probably will give the ecosystem a better place to be in. And same time, we expect some decent appreciation in property to take place. And lastly, the construction quality, which is become very crucial from the customers' choice point of view. Most of the ready to move in construction properties either have regular bricks being used, either have ash bricks being used. We, as a plus category developer, we use all Maivan shuttering, which is all based on concrete slabs. So construction wise, the building of the age span of the building is going to be enhanced than the normal construction. So you tend to get better engineered homes with an enhanced lifespan, which you're going to enjoy for the years to come.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Khanna. Now, viewers, please note, we have also planned a live tour of the property later during the webinar. You can benefit from the accurate information that we're providing you. So stay tuned. We'll pick up your questions addressed to Team Joyville soon after. Meanwhile, keep your questions pouring as well. Now, may I now request Mr. Singh to walk us through the project presentation for the benefit of our viewers.
So should I start?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Slightly
please,
bird.
yeah.
So like I shared earlier at the time of introduction, this is one of the oldest conglomerate exist in India. We are 154-year-old company having uh, around 16 companies under this umbrella. The companies which we can very well relate to is Eureka Foods. This is the one who manufactures Aquaguard, FCONS. FCONS is more into infrastructure development, and uh, they undertake the most challenging, projects across India and worldwide. Sterling and Wilson, this is the company which is they are service provider for mechanical, plumbing, uh, power transmission, and firefighting services worldwide. And we are part of Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate. And yes, the backbone of the group is Shapoorji Pallonji Engineering and Construction. This is probably you can say the number one construction company of India, and this is the company who will construct the Joyville project at Gurgaon. Now, uh, basically, the few of the iconic landmarks what Shapoorji Pallonji has constructed is State Bank of India, located in Mumbai, the Imperial. Now, this iconic tower in Mumbai is the tallest residential building delivered in India. Chenab Bridge, again, this is the tallest railway bridge. The height of the bridge is 35 meters more than Eiffel Tower. Again, a landmark project done by Shapoorji Pallonji. Cyber City, Indira Gandhi International Airport, Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, SP Info City located in Pune, Mumbai Central Railway Station, Palace of Sultan of Oman. These are a couple of projects which we have done. Then talking about few constructions, what we have done in Delhi NCR is again Cyber City, Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, complete HVAC of Indira Gandhi International Airport, Formula One racing track, Buddha International Circuit, Barakhamba Metro Station, and we are currently doing the complete renovation of Pragati Maidan. So here I would like Atif to explain the project Joyville Gurugram. Atif, please.
Yeah, thanks, Amit. And coming to the product over here, Joyville Gurugram. It's a newest addition into the Shapoorji Pallonji family here. It was launched in the month of January 2019, and it forayed the Shapoorji Pallonji's entry in northern real estate markets as a developer. And today we proudly boast of selling almost 90% of phase 1 of the project, and at the same time we are presently into the process of selling the phase 2 of the project over here. And coming to the location of the project over here, I'll keep it very short and crisp for the people. Rest details can be taken up separately in one-on-one video meetings. So we are in sector 102, which is probably the center Dwarka Expressway, which keeps us connected one way towards the Manesar industrial belt, taking us towards the Jaipur highway, and the other way takes us towards West Delhi, Dwarka side as well. And further, coming back to the master plan of the project over here, the slide you're seeing in the front over here, it's a land parcel which is spread across 18 acres. And in the if probably you see it in the front over here, I personally call it a butterfly concept of orientation of towers. So we have rightfully tried to place our towers in a manner so that it never hampers the sun view as well as the wind and movement into the apartments anyhow. And as you can see in the center of the project layout over there, it has 3 colorful gardens which are designed for the residents, and the area and the amenities is almost 65,000 area. And talking of the configurations we have to offer today, it includes a mix of 2 BHK, 3 BHK and 4 BHK apartments, which starts in a size of around 1215 square feet with a efficiency of almost 71%, including balconies. It starts in a ticket size segment of almost 83.5 lakh rupees. Then 3 BHK start from 1692 square feet in a price range of 1.16 CR. And the 4 BHKs we have starts from 2162 square feet in a price range of 1.50 CR. So this price range I mentioned in the previous slide was about the ticket size of the project of the apartments. It includes all the charges except the government charges payable as GST to the government and the PLC charges. The main features of the project, first of all, we are offering fully air conditioned apartment. So your ACs will be done up in the living, dining, and the bedrooms. Kitchen is all fitted with the modular fittings. Below the counters, option B is also being done at our end. All the rooms shall have wooden flooring put in at our end again. Besides this, we have tied up with Jio. So we call these homes future ready homes. So Jio is of helping us install gigafiber network inside all the apartments, and also helping us trying to control the safety measures to the best of the possibility by opening some features like the panic alarm buttons, gas leakage detectors, fire sensors, as well as video door phones. Besides this, coming to the amenity space, it's a mix of active and passive sports amenities spread throughout the community. So just to mention few for you here would be a centralized gym into the clubhouse, a movie amphitheater space inside over there, then an open amphitheater space open for any recreational activities into the community. We have an indoor squash court, skating ring is also a part of the offering. Then coming to the further amenities, the outdoor sports amenities would primarily include a cricket pitch. Then we do have an open air gym as a part of the pocket amenity spaces. We do have 3 central gardens coming in. The kids play area can be seen over here. We are then have got 2 special features. One is a Panchtattva pathway garden, other is a maze garden, which you would have hardly found anywhere in the residential offerings. Then we do have 2 Muga sports activity courts for the joint purpose of playing basketball, badminton over there. We also boast of having a yoga deck and aerobics room as a part of the clubhouse where the people can enjoy their morning workouts. And the very left, the photo picture you're seeing on the very left is the frontage view of the clubhouse for us, and the entry to the project is almost 60 by 30 meters wide with a frontal water bodies and water fountains put into it. And at the same time, we have an iconic 4 BHK tower in the center of the project where we are planning a separate exclusive lounge for the residents of 4 BHK on the rooftop, and a separate pocket amenity space exclusive for the residents on the ground floor. And this is one of the offerings which we have recently been working with in the market. So the payment structure we are offering at the moment is a mix of 30-40-30. So this probably takes care of deferred payments from the customer side coming in next 3.5 years. So once you pay us the initial 30% in next few months, after that the next 40% is on the completion of superstructure, which is good 1.5 to 2 years away approximately, and the last 30% is on the actual handover of the apartment, which at many places is applied, is probably put on the application of OC or on the receipt of OC. So in our case, the last 30% comes on the offer of possession, which is probably the dead end of the project when the handover starts. And talking of the offers we are presenting today, as of now, we have exclusive ties with PropTiger, where we work hand in hand with as an exclusive business partners. So the offer which is running for customers at the moment is as you saw in the previous discussion, that the booking amount was 10%. So under the lockdown offers, we have probably brought it down to only for 51,000 rupees. So this 51,000 rupees it remains a completely refundable amount if at all you decide to go against us in it because of any unfortunate circumstances. So it's completely refundable if at all that scenario comes in, which none of us would probably want to happen same time. And under this price, under the lockdown offers, we are also providing you with a price protection policy for next 6 months. So many people have this apprehension, which I don't personally see happening over here, that the market rates may come down. So just probably trying to serve the customers in that particular aspect as well, trying to make not to make this proposition any worrisome for them. We are presently offering the 6 months price protection policy, where at all if the prices come down, you will also be entitled to get the benefits of the discounted pricing. Lastly, as you can see it over here in the previous slide, the offer which we ran is for a week from now. So today we are standing on 9th of the month. So the offer we are running presently is valid till 15th of May. And as an exclusive offer, which is being run in sync with the PropTiger team here, is we are presently offering an upfront discount of 2 lakh rupees on a 2 BHK apartment. If at all you probably decide to show your interest today and next few days before 15, 3 BHK and 4 BHK comes with the handy benefits of almost 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees. So that's an upfront saving, which you can always get benefit of while taking these offers.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, and thank you, Mr. Khanna. So we'll quickly move on to the audience questions because we want to take as many questions as possible. Our first question comes in from Lakhan Pal. I am a Noida-based banking professional. I'm interested in the project, but can't visit the site considering the current lockdown. Can the entire process be carried out online? Mr. Gupta, we've received a lot of questions on this line, and therefore, as committed, we have an exclusive drone visit for our viewers. What would you have to say?
I think, Mr. Lakhanpal, you are in luck today. We had something planned for our viewers, wherein we'll be going live at the project site, and we'll showcase the entire presentation to you from the site itself. So our person at the site will take over from here now, and he'll showcase the entire project.
So this is for the understanding of Mr. Lakhanpal as well as the other viewers who have probably have joined us today in. The view you're seeing here in the center of the screen, that is the view of our sales gallery office over there. And now the drone is taking you towards the actual construction which is happening at the site. I'm very pleased and overwhelmed to announce this at this platform that we have already resumed with the construction activities on the site, and we are rigorously following the lockdown restrictions at the same time. And you can see the phase 1, which was launched almost 14 months back. We have already launched 4 to 50 floors of construction over here. So you get to see the live update from the site as of day.
We can see construction labor has come back, and people are working on the site.
Yes, in fact, exact symmetry of this is your phase 2, where again the construction is also started. It has reached up to excavation level, and the basement work has already started in phase 2 as well.
So Atap, can you quickly show us around what exactly is around that site?
Yes, sure. See, first of all, if we the buildings we are seeing in the image over here, that's construction by Adani. So that's right. The frontage of the project is on 60-meter sector road. So this is on the other side of the sector road here, and the building you're seeing on the left hand side of the image over here, that's in construction by Emaar, and we are in a corner-based plot over here. So our frontage, the plot's frontage over here is 255 meters, which is bang on 60-meter sector road. And right behind us, as you can see, it probably gives you a low-rise and an open field, because right behind us is probably more than 140 acres land, which by BPTP it's called Amstoria. So it's a mix of low-rise floors and the villas over there. So as you can rightly see over here, in sector 102, right behind us is Amstoria, which is going to be a low-rise construction zone, and they have already come up. And as I mentioned previously, we have Adani on the left and Emaar on the back side. So 102, except Shapoorji, all the developers have already started with the possession, and the habitation has already started to take place. So probably by the time Shapoorji starts with the handover here, we can expect very decent habitation to grow and the infrastructure to probably be in a better shape than today. This is the
60-meter road which is connecting the project from the Dwarka Expressway. Yes. And where do we see Dwarka Expressway? You can guide the person at the site, and he will showcase he will take the drone accordingly.
Now, if we move in the front, probably straight, we'll go and hit the Dwarka Expressway.
This is the Dwarka Expressway where we are seeing the cars moving, right?
Yes.
Yes, car moving, as well as you can see the pillars are coming up, and this is where the Dwarka Expressway is, like the construction has been started, and very soon we will see this particular project operational.
Exactly. And on the right hand side of the sector road here, the open spaces we are seeing, that's the probably an eye candy for the people here who are going to stay in, because it's going to be a part of the Huda Reserve Green Belt, which is going to be almost 100 acres of spaces. So it's going to be probably no construction zone for the people right in the front of our project. And at the same time, I like to highlight it here, since we are talking of the location attributes. Many projects on the Dwarka Expressway have suffered from this problem of high tension wires, which are generally cancerous to health, probably passing by the communities. So we, as you can see it rightly into the society for us, and rightly into the construction site, we don't have any high tension wires passing by. I'll boost of it here. We don't have any revenue roads coming into the access of the project, which many projects again suffer from. So it's a clean land parcel, 18 acres, which has 255 meters of frontage. One corner will be we'll be developing probably a small shopping plaza for the daily necessities and for the residents, and the other corner is going to come up the development for the people.
Great. Can we also have a look inside the sales gallery?
Yes, sure. So this is the entrance gate of the sales gallery over here. Did we miss him by chance?
No.
Yes. So now our drone has entered the sales gallery. This is the front desk where most of the people come and get the registration done. And this in the center of the gallery here, this is the model which probably gives us an overview. And whenever we probably talk to people trying to explain the development over here, so this is the model which helps us to get us through the project details. And these are the miniatures of the complexes, the building which we are going to develop inside the complex here. So this is the crown tower for us, the 4 BHK iconic tower, which is going to come up into the center of the project. All 4-door core apartments with 3 side open views of the entire peripheries and the surroundings. Can we also go to the sample flat? That will be great for the benefit of all the viewers who have joined us here.
Yeah, towards the left of it is outdoor pollution controller. This is approximately 6 feet. The height of this pollution controller is of approximately 6 feet, and it has capacity to purify air in radius of 60 feet.
Can we move to the sample apartment, please?
What size of the apartment are we showcasing, Atif?
So this is the biggest 3 BHK we have. We call it a 3 BHK luxury apartment. This comes with a super built-up area of 1,852 square feet with a carpet efficiency of almost 1,320 square feet. So right now we have entered through the living at the dining space here. And this on the left-hand side, if the person takes us on the left-hand side, it opens into a lavish run-across balcony. So we call it a sky deck. So that's almost 17 by 6 feet in length. That's probably we can enjoy the unended views of the Huda Reserve Greens on the one side and the clubhouse and the central gardens on the other side of the complex. And on the left of the living dining space, if we move, so left side, we have a dedicated room. We probably have designed it as a guest room over here. So from the privacy aspect, this has been kept aside as a corner room over here. And this also opens into the running deck in the front, has an attached toilet for the people who are going to stay in. And if we can move towards the other side of the apartment, we can probably showcase the central kitchen, which is right over there. It's going to be semi-furnished, so all hob chimney finishings shall be done at our end again. So if the viewers can probably see it here, this is probably one of the biggest kitchens you would have ever seen on Dwarka Expressway. This is close to 12 by 9 feet. So you can easily see the decent working space for the ladies between the counters. And this on the outer side is opening towards a utility balcony for the domestic benefits for the ladies working over there. Shall we move towards the master bedroom, please? And this is the kids' room in the front. If you can please show it to the viewers. We missed one room in the middle. Yes, this has been designed as a kids room. So as you can see it in the front, all the, it looks like the study provision is ready, opening into the central gardens, and wooden furniture is also there. And this has a washroom right outside, which remains common for this bedroom and the people probably entering the apartment as a guest visitors for us. So we'll show the common washroom right outside this bedroom, and then we move towards the master bedroom. Common toilet, please, in this right outside this bedroom. So this you see on the left is a common washroom here, kept for the kids room as well as the guests visiting to the apartment. And let's move to the master bedroom to show it to all. This is it, the most serene space, probably the most calm space of the people's lives. This again has beautiful access to the nearby surroundings by a run across balcony on the left hand side. So if you can see it across, this is almost 13 by 4 feet in length, the specifications of the balcony. And if you can take us on the left, it has access of a very decently carved out space for the people. We call it a utility space, the dressing area, the wardrobe space on the left. So this space is again a part of the, probably the actual usable area inside the apartment. It comes as a part of the offering, and you can also always access the washroom, which is right next to it, which is the master toilet for us. So overall, if we see to it, there's 3 bedrooms with 3 toilets, where 1 washroom remains common in the center of the house, and the other 2 toilets are kept exclusive for the family members. This would be all, I believe. Sunny, we can probably move further towards the questions.
Yeah.
Thank you for an exclusive site visit. I'm sure Mr. Lakhanpal has had a good time. From the comfort of his home, he's been able to do this site visit. Now we are also getting a lot of questions live right now. Let me pick up the first question from Parikshit Chopra, who writes to us from Kalkaji, South Delhi. He says, I must compliment the excellent information session through this webinar. Atif, my question is to you. Are there any possession-linked payment plans available for clients? Also, will your special offers be extended if the lockdown gets extended further?
Hi, Parikshit ji. Thanks for dropping in a question. And I'm very glad that you are enjoying this session and probably finding the details very helpful for you. Yes, we do have some plans being worked out, which are possession link plans. And as I mentioned in the previous slide, presently we have been offering 30, 40, 30 payment plans, and it always depends on the customer's choices. If at all they want this 30, 40, 30, again assures the possession to the customers, as the payments are again deferred for 2 years and then till 3 years again. So probably we can always stitch the plan separately if at all the customers want to keep it even in a more deferred manner. So we are open to doing it as per the customer's choices. And talking about the lockdown benefits, I'm sure since you have been following us and trying to get more insights of the project, Shapoorji Pallonji for last 1.5 years has been working on a standard single price policy, which probably has helped us to create a benchmark for us while establishing ourselves in this particular market. Since we have not offered any discounts upfront to the people coming in, talking of the lockdown offers, that will always depend on the scenario coming in. As of now, the offers are running till 15, and as I mentioned previously as well, the deposit which is coming in now is only a refundable deposit, so you're not losing on anything because 51,000 rupees is completely refundable. The discounts which are offered are in the range of till 3 lakh rupees with a price protection of 6 months. So I believe this is probably the right time to get into it, because we are trying our best to probably take you through into the detailed information of the projects, and we are more than welcome to a one-on-one session where we can, even I can sit across and a concerned relationship manager from PropTiger will be a party to it. So we'll be more than happy to sit across and trying to work out the details separately.
Thank you. Mr. Chopra, hope we answered you. There's another question coming in from Ranjit Kumar. He says, hi team Shapoorji. First of all, thanks to you. I have already bought 1 unit in Hinjewadi and I'm very happy with your team. If I buy 1 unit in Gurgaon, then what is the benefit I will get?
Let's take this question one to one.
We'll ensure that Mr. I forgot his name. What was his name?
Ranjit Kumar.
Yeah, Mr. Tiwari gets the referral benefits from Shapurji, and we'll ensure that he gets the best deal from PropTiger as well.
Yes.
Then he has rightly answered it.
Mohit Sehgal asks us, sorry, I joined late. Please share expected date of completion of this project.
May I know his name, please? The name of the person?
Mohit Sehgal.
Mr. Sehgal. Hi, Mr. Sehgal. We have started this project last year and the construction has already commenced at the very same time. And as I mentioned, while taking the tour of the gallery as well, the construction has also resumed after the lockdown restrictions. So we intend to deliver the first phase of project within 2022. And the second phase of the project, the possession is starting in 2023. And let me quote it here that we shall never be affected by such negative circumstances coming in such uncertain times, because Shapurji has seen such ups and downs probably in last 150 years multiple times, and we being a platform, being jointly hand in hand by Actis, Standard Chartered, World Bank and Asian Development Bank are a very cash rich platform to probably invest your money with, and that problem is going to come up elsewhere while dealing with the developers. So here you can be rest assured that position has to be on time or probably before time.
And just to add what Atif has said, we are already ahead with our construction schedule. So this lockdown has actually didn't hampered anything related to the possession dates. So it is already on time.
Yes, Prashant Sharma, who wants to understand the status of expressway.
Prashantji, see, expressway has been the talk of the town for last many years, and the talks have generally been quite pessimistic. But a few optimistic things have happened in last probably 1.5 to 2 years. Rightly, probably BJP government came in. Mr. Gadkari has been very aggressive towards the development of the highways over here. So NHAI took over the expressway and the contract was handed over to L&T, and the expressway is now being developed in 5 phases, starting from Delhi, ending up towards the Khedki Daula toll plaza. So even the expressway work has resumed 4 days back after the lockdown restrictions were revoked partially. So L&T has already started the work again. And as of now, what we foresee is a horizon of probably next 18 to 20 months, where we can expect the commutation to be in a better shape than it is today. And you can probably be assured that it's the way things are moving, probably that it's the right money to park your money, because this is the time when every customer would want to probably take some maximum leverage, and the developers are also open to extend that helping hand to them.
Just to add what Atif has said, we are fortunate enough to have a couple of customers who are already working with L&T, and they are also part of this Dwarka Expressway. And like yesterday, I had a word with them. So even they are saying that this is the timeline, probably within 18 to 24 months, this complete Dwarka Expressway should be ready, commutable.
Mr. Khanna, there's another question coming from Nitin, who's asking, does the area have metro connectivity? If so, how far is the nearest metro station?
Nitinji, as of now, we don't have the direct metro connectivity nearby. As per the proposed metro plans, the nearest metro station which is going to coming in, it shall be at a proposed distance of around half to a kilometer from our project. And if at all we talk of the present movement, then the person staying in the nearby areas will have to go and board the metro from Sector 21 Dwarka metro station. But yes, the metros are very much in plan, and we expect it to be running in next 5 years within the Dwarka Expressway territory.
Okay. Mr. Gupta, there's a question, how much upfront money will I have to pay to buy a house in this project?
Sneha, the question is how much upfront money will one have to pay?
Yes.
Oh yeah, like Atif has mentioned earlier, so the booking amount right now is just 51,000, and you can complete 5% of the total cost once the lockdown is over. Also, as mentioned earlier, for customers who are booking in during this lockdown and people who are attending this webinar, especially PropTiger customers, we have this special price protection policy wherein the developer is assuring that the prices won't come down in the next 6 months, and if at all they do, the prices will be matched. So that's one very big assurance which is coming in from the house of Shapoorji. So it's just a token amount right now, and he has the right to refuse in case he doesn't want to go ahead with the project at a later stage once the lockdown is over. Also, I think he wanted to know about the total. That amount that will go out of his pocket. So that is, they have a 30, 40, 30 payment plan. 30% the customer needs to complete within 2 months' time. 40% is at the time of superstructure, and the 30% is at the time of possession. That's how the cash flow is
a horizon of probably 1.5 to 2 years for next 40%, and the last 30% is probably 3 to 3.5 years away.
Right.
Thank you. My next question is for you, Mr. Singh. From an investment point of view, what rent can I expect from a home in this project?
What rate? So
What
rent. Okay. Now thing is that our possession is expected at somewhere around 2023. Now, by the time I believe that the infra will be in place, the socio infra will be ready, the ecosystem will also be ready. There is 200-meter commercial belt where malls and offices spaces are going to come up on the Dwarka Expressway. Reputed schools are operational right across our project, and there is one parallel 75-meter road which is another connectivity towards Delhi. So keeping all these factors in mind, these factors actually act as catalysts which are responsible for the rental and capital appreciation. Now, what I can say is we can expect a healthy rental yield, which will be upwards of other micro locations of Gurgaon and Delhi.
Thank you. There's another question coming in. This is clearly a project meant for luxury home buyers. What would be the approximate maintenance charges per month in this project? Mr. Khanna, would you want to answer that?
Yeah, sure. Generally the maintenance charges are decided around the time of possession, but as per the present estimates, we intend to keep it at a range of around 3.5 rupees to 3.75 rupees plus GST. So that is the estimated rates at the moment. The rest decided during the time of possession.
My next question is for you, Mr. Khanna. What are the banks offering home loan for buying house in this property? Which banks are offering loans?
See, first of all, with the Shapoorji backing into it, first is the credibility which comes into play. Second is the construction, which is probably running ahead of schedule. And thirdly, we are expecting the possession within the next 1.5 years. So most of the leading financial institutions are already on board with us. Someone who wants to approach any private players like HDFC, ICICI, Axis, they can probably move ahead. And someone who wants to approach only to the government banks, probably SBI, PNB, Bank of Baroda, they are also more than welcome to go ahead.
Okay, all right. Now, interesting questions coming from a couple of people. Has the group done something to tackle pollution? Pollution is a deterrent, and developer firms in NCR pockets must do something about it. This is a question from Raj Pratap Goenka. And another question we've got is from Rajbir Nautiyal, who says, is counted among one of the most polluted cities in the country in terms of green practices and promoting them. Where does the project stand? You could maybe club both and answer.
I got the second question, but I missed the first one.
It's something lines. Has the group done something to tackle pollution? Pollution is a deterrent, and developer firms in NCR pockets must do something about it within their project.
So they want to understand about the pollution measures and the green measures, which probably we want to take.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll keep it this way, that few of the measures which Shapoorji Pallonji has taken and probably are taking during the course of construction are Number one is we are planting some exotic tree species inside the community and the open garden spaces, which have the capacity to produce maximum oxygen and thus controlling the air pollution levels. They also have the capacity to entrap some dust and control the noise pollution from the surrounding areas. So whenever we meet one-on-one for the customer discussion, sir, we can even give you the names of the trees and the species which we are going to plant inside the community. So that's very much in making. Second feature, which is probably being taken, trying to have a better check on the health and the lives of the people, is we are going to install 70 outdoor air purification controller machines right across the open spaces and the green spaces of the community. I'll quote the number, it's 70 in number. So these air pollution controller machines shall take care of the air pollution as well as the noise pollution coming from various sources. What generally happens in the normal course of life is we have elders taking morning walks, going for evening strolls as well. We have kids probably playing maximum time outdoors. So these air purification controller machines tend to have a better check in a radius of almost 60 feet each. So these machines shall also help us doing the same. Last and most important fact, which I'll probably boast of highlighting here, is Shapoorji Pallonji projects all across the country are certified by EDGE, which is an innovation by IFC, by the World Bank Group. So IFC stands for International Finance Corporation, which is run by the World Bank. And EDGE certification, what I mean to say is it's excellence in design for greater efficiencies. So our project is going to be certified by EDGE over here. And there are a few of the measures which we have already taken while designing the apartments. I'll just mention them for your reference. One of them would be a reduced lower wall to window ratio to have better access into the apartments from the ventilation sake. One of them is probably installation of the solar plants which are going to be installed across the community for power supply in the common areas. Then is a rainwater harvesting body which is going to be planted inside the community again. We are also trying to save some water which is generally waste during the routine household chores. So we are going to install some low floor head showers in the washrooms. We are going to use low floor faucets in the wash basin of kitchens as well as washrooms. So if at all as a resident, we can probably adopt all these measures. These measures come with a wide variety of benefits, namely, first of all, this would reduce the repair, maintenance and the overhead cost for the people. Secondly, you can always boast of living in a green home. Thirdly, which I would say an icing on the cake here would be that you can always command a higher resale value than any other apartment in the nearby vicinity or the other developers. Lastly, you and I can always boast of contributing to the protection of the planet Earth over here. So these are a few of the measures which we have all taken in cooperation and will be following them throughout the development and execution.
Thank you, Mr. Khanna. We've got another question coming in from Vikas Taneja and Rajiv Sharma who are asking, is buying a property during the lockdown a good idea?
Let me take that up. We can see that most of the grade A developers have come up with lucrative offers, and we have various schemes like there's flexibility in payment plans. We have these price assurance promises from the developers. So if you see all the overall economic scenario with the RBI cutting down the basis points and boosting liquidity in the system, home loans being at their lowest at this point of time, and the customer having the option of even backing out if they don't like the project after the lockdown, I think there's nothing to lose for the customer. So I think lockdown has brought in, this is a blessing in disguise for people who have been looking for a home and have been sitting on the fence waiting for the right deal. And this is one situation wherein they can block their dream home with a small token amount and make a decision later maybe. So I think this is one of the best opportunities one can get.
Thank you, Mr. Gupta. We have another question for you. I'm a 32-year-old single woman looking to buy a property in Gurgaon. How safe is the location and the project from a single woman's point of view? Mr. Gupta.
See, many families are already staying on Dwarka Expressway, as we could see in the drone view as well. There are some developments which are already, the possession has been offered in those developments, and people are already staying there. By the time this project comes up, social infra would be up and running, and there will be a lot of commercial development along this project. Also, Dwarka Expressway will be operational. So I do not see any safety hazard at this point of time as well. Other than that, if you come to the project level, then there are many features within the project, like we have a three-tier security system. We have CCTV coverage in the common areas. There's a video door phone in each apartment. And also there's a panic alarm button within the apartment. So all these features, I think, make for a very good, from the safety point of view, from the customer's perspective.
Mr. Khanna, question coming in from Ram Kansal, who is asking, housing societies in Gurgaon often face power outage issues and water shortage. What arrangements have been made in the project to deal with these twin issues?
See, all the necessary approvals are being taken, and they generally are taken during around the time of possession once the OC is applied. So we intend to offer 24/7 power backup, 24/7 water supply inside the apartments, and we do have water softening plants which are going to be installed inside the community for providing the best hygiene standards. And the rainwater harvesting body is also going to be a part of the offering. We shall take care if at all any scarcity comes in.
Mr. Gupta, there's Lokesh Puja asking us, do I have to pay 80% upfront, or can I pay only 90% and apply for the remaining amount as home loan? Could you please clarify that?
I think the question is incorrect. She doesn't have to pay 80% or 90% upfront as of now. I think she's asking about the amount of home loan she can avail, whether it's 80% or 90%. With the kind of payment plan that we have a 30-40-30 payment plan. So ideally, she doesn't need to take a home loan. If she has savings of, say, about 30% of the total cost, she can go without a home loan, or she can pay 20% from her own pocket and take a loan on 10% of the amount which is due right now in the next 60 days. And the rest, she can, 40% needs to be disbursed at the time of superstructure. So that payment flexibility can be availed at that point of time. In case she requires a home loan, she can go in for a home loan at that point of time, rather than blocking her eligibility right now.
Mr. Singh, we have a question for you coming in from Anil Kumar Reddy, who's asking, will I be charged extra for parking, clubhouse and other facilities within the project?
No. Well, I would like to inform Mr. Reddy the prices which Atif has shared earlier in the presentation. It's all-inclusive pricing. It includes your club membership. It includes your parking, EDC, IDC. There are three components which is additional to that price. One is your GST. Second is PLC. Let's say if he selects any unit which is exposed to certain kind of PLC, so that will be charged additional. And third is possession related charges, which will be charged at the time of possession, not at present.
Thank you. Mr. Gupta, somebody is asking us, is this a good time to buy a property in Gurgaon? Do you think Noida may be a better prospect as of now?
I think I have covered this part of the question already in the earlier questions that you had. Comparing between Noida and Gurgaon, I would say these are completely different markets. And I think one's decision should basically more be inclined on the fact that where his workplace is. In case he's working in Noida, he should look for a home in Noida. In case he's working in Gurgaon, he should look for a place in Gurgaon, because the travel times between these two cities is quite high. When the traffic is at its peak, or it easily takes about 2.5 hours commuting from one place to other. And I would say these two markets are not comparable. So if he has to compare, he has to do an intercity comparison. Noida is comparatively on the more affordable side, I would say. So in case he is low on budget, he may consider Noida.
All right. There's another question coming in. What does PropTiger research have to say about price trends in Gurgaon? Also, what is the brokerage fees charged from buyers after a property purchase? Mr. Gupta.
Well, prices in Gurgaon have remained stable for the last couple of years. Some micro markets have seen a marginal increase, like the new Gurgaon market or the Dwarka Expressway, wherein developers with good brand names have seen a marginal increase in the pricing that they have had in the last couple of years. And these two are promising locations, and they can yield good returns in the long run. Regarding the brokerage,